Hello and welcome back to our Civilization 7 Benjamin Franklin playthrough. This is your host Scott Venom. I believe this is episode 3 or 4. I don't even know at this point, to be honest with you. But in the last episode we did found another town of Tikal. So that takes our settlements up to 4 total. We have our capital Biak, Wak, Cabanal, Kalakmul, and then Tikal over here. We do have good diplomatic relations with everybody but Xerxes. We do have neutral relations with Catherine due to her leader agenda. We do not have many great works in our civilization, but she's going to have to get over it. So we're going to push through into next turn, and we're going to see where this episode takes us. I'm hoping to avoid a war in this episode or the coming episodes, but I think a war is going to be inevitable with Xerxes. Especially here soon. I don't think if a war is to happen that I'd want to capture and I guess incorporate a lot of his towns and cities. Sparta looks like it may be Sparta. It sounds like a knockoff Sparta, but that sounds like it may be the better option. Raga is just too close to our other towns. I assume his capital is down here somewhere, so that might be another option as well. But we are at capacity in terms of our settlement limit. That's why I'm hoping to avoid a war anytime soon, if possible. We did have open borders with. Okay, we have open borders with Jose, and we don't have them with Augustus anymore because Augustus keeps going to needless wars, and he wants to drag us into it. And okay, why? Okay, I don't understand why we need to back up if we're already over there. That is his problem. So we're going to continue our exploration with our Jaguar Slayers, who is this Xerxes archer. Thinking he is going to do something, he ain't going to do nothing. We'll see if we can't find Xerxes' capital around here somewhere. There is a city-state down here. Who is this? Opening? Opening? I can already see it coming. My pronunciation is just gonna go downhill from here. It's gonna start bad and it's gonna somehow get worse. There is one of the main. No, it's not that one. It's the one. Wait, is it that one? I actually think it might be. Oh no, it's this one right here. Vulcini, the main villain of the series so far. Another volcano has become active up here. Thankfully, our Jaguar Slayer is not remotely close to a volcano this time, so he doesn't get got like in the last episode. What do we get? Augustus completed a milestone for Pax Imperatoria. Back is still unhappy, because of course it is. Franklin arranges each month for inventors from around the realm to assemble in the amphitheater to showcase their latest work. So we can either build an academy for a scientific attribute point, or the presentation is amusement for the locals. Of course we're going to build an academy. Franklin's exhibition okay, never mind. Of inventions brings a wave of innovative and curious new students to the academy. So we get that free science point even if we could not pronounce exhibition. Are we going to go science in settlements? Are we going to go production? I think production towards constructing buildings is going to be a good next step. I'm not sure if I'm going to go down the ladder in order, but we are going to need some upgraded buildings in our capital to fix that happiness issue, and then our new towns as well. So let's see if we can get. Of course, there's no buildings that would give us any more happiness than what we already have. How frustrating. We are going to get this other camel over here, though, so that might actually help. Augustus wants a farmer's market. We don't have the influence. We probably need buildings that are going to increase our influence. Matter of fact, let's get that now in the monument, and we'll go. I guess we'll put it there. It seems like the only spot that's logical for it. We will remove this for now to put the camel in. That will allow us to slot a couple more resources in the city. None of which gives us any boost to happiness. Because why would they, once again? Could we get another trade caravan, maybe? No. We do not have gold for a trade caravan. How wonderful is this game treating us? Apone. Apone. Oh, I just need to quit with this commentary trying to pronounce these cities and town names. Somehow it's Catherine's Caesarian. Catherine must be down here somewhere really close to Xerxes. So we have more town growth. Our food is what's lacking at the minute, so we could get the one food there, or let's get the two on that river, just again to stop Xerxes from expanding out that way. And town focus available, but we don't have enough gold for a town focus at this point. So we are going to continue our exploration. This is Xerxes' border, so I'm assuming this is his capital, although it does look like there's a good bit of landmass here. So this may be both his capital and another town of his. We are still leading the pack quite significantly on science output, but Catherine's making no gold. I don't understand how Catherine's only making 0.1 gold per turn. We are... What's that? Oh, Xerxes making 100 gold per turn. That's wild. Xerxes rolling in the dough. Catherine wants a research collaboration. I think she was... I wasn't even paying that close of attention. Thankfully, she is our closest competition at this point in terms of research. We probably could have used that on Hatshepsut, but we did not. We'll get currency 2 to grab that other codex. If we can display one more codex, then we will pass Great Library 5, and I believe Great Library 6 is displaying 10, so that would put us on a good ground for that. So Xerxes, I know, isn't going to accept an open border, so there's no point in even trying. If Xerxes' border is over here, that would get us a little bit more vision of what is in this spot right here and exactly where his capital is. So we are going to move our army commander next turn into this space, see if we can reveal some of this fog of war. Don't you do it. Don't you do it, Hatshepsut. Okay, so we do have a little bit of extra space here, a bit more than what we thought. I know she's gonna. She's gonna do it, and it's gonna annoy me. Oh, finally, our Jaguar Slayer is... No, 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 no. We're not getting anywhere near this volcano. I know she's going to settle her city probably like around here just to steal these resources from me. And we don't have the gold right now, I don't think, to... No, we don't. We have the gold for a saw pit and a brickyard, but I'm not... Let's just throw that down since we have the gold for it. But that's not going to give us the growth that we need. And I know she's going to settle in this spot. I can just see it coming. And now back is on -8 happiness. Okay, there's Argos, and there is a little gap for our commander to go in here where Thebai is. Who is that? That's Xerxes as well. Xerxes gold and Hatshepsut's yellow is very close. I thought a mod that I had was supposed to separate the colors a bit more. And we got a milestone complete. So yeah, we do need to display 10 codecs for that Great Library 6. I believe we're at capacity now. Let's see. Yes, we are at capacity in our city, and we don't have a library or academy anywhere else. But we'll throw that codex out, and then we'll use our resource menu to see what town to convert over to a city. So this looks like it's going to be our best option. Once we have that 300 gold, we can convert it over. I guess we probably settled Wat Cabnal too close to our capital. We probably could have pushed it over a little bit. It would have been on this tropical floodplain. That's what kind of concerned me. And if Xerxes wouldn't have stolen that spot from us, we probably would have settled there and could have been fine in terms of our border growth and growth of that town. But let's move on with our science output. I guess we'll get navigation because a lighthouse could come in handy in terms of growth for back. Oh, this is Xerxes still has a slot in between his towns that are allowing me to explore more of his empire. So it would be great if this gap in his borders extends round and we can get more vision on his total settlement area. While I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna move that galley over.
Splendid irony. Granted me books and night at one touch.
I could be totally wrong and just making this up, but I believe they heal faster if they're inside friendly territory. But that could just be totally made up. But it sounds right, so we're gonna go with it. Law would increase happiness, so let's go with that. Please have a gap. Please. Oh, he does. That's clutch. Can't really do anything in terms of moving until that soldier moves out of the way, so that's why we did that vision. Hopefully that soldier skedaddles out of yeah, thankfully. Go and get. Then we can move our Jaguar Slayer over. Still unhappy in the capital, but we should be getting that a civic here shortly, and we can build that building that generates that extra happiness. Who is this? Catherine the Great's hoplite is over here. Ah, so Catherine is over here in the south. I mean, Xerxes' capital must be somewhere in this section. I would imagine. Actually, it might be right here because it looks like there's urban districts. Xerxes has a lot of settlements. Considering I only have 4, how many does he have? 1, 2, 3, 4, probably 6 total. Didn't Xerxes have? Who is that? Who is that? Yamatai hostile warrior. Great. No, it's Hatsu's head. Said that's the color's messing with me. Go away. Go away. Be gone with you. Okay, so we got 8 food, 10 production. So I think food should be on the agenda. Let's grab these. What are the dyes? Yep. Do dyes? Oh, dyes give happiness. That is That's what we need right now. And Xerxes is still mad at us. For absolutely no reason. We don't have the gold for that right now. We are trying to save our gold to convert my town over into a city. So let's just follow this army commander around to see if we can discover more of Xerxes' empire over there. And that Jaguar Slayer is just going to be my little scout. All my players completed Pax Imperiat. I'm not waiting those 16 turns. I'm going to try getting a merchant here in 2 turns. I don't know if we're going to have the trade capacity for it, or if we could even get the trade capacity in terms of our influence, but that's what we're going to do. Could have increased the army or navy strength, but I'm hoping if we do have the trade capacity, that might be a way to quickly raise our happiness output. Catherine's established a new trade route with us. Where is this? This must be Xerxes' capital right here, surely. Xerxes got more settlements over there? Yamatai need to leave me alone. So what you want to know that you're... Well, I don't even know where Yamatai is. Oh, that was from before. I'm tripping. Okay, we got 19 and then 11 production, so let's grab this Cowlin just to increase our growth capacity whenever we do. Oh, we can convert that to a city now, so let's go ahead and do that. Augustus wants another cultural exchange. Sure. I'm not sure why economic advisors recommend to settle when we're at limits in terms of our settlement, so let's go galley here. And we can put that Cowlin in our new city of Calakmul. And then we can build... I was kind of hoping this would have codex slots, but it doesn't, so we're going to have to wait the 20 turns to have codex. Okay, this does have codex slots, and it's only 9 turns. But I think production, it should be prioritized a little more, just so we're not waiting that long. We are in quite a considerable lead still on the science output, so I don't think it's going to be too big a deal if we do have to wait a little bit in terms of completing that great library. And we can get Artium. Let's go ahead and do that.
The monarchs of Xibalba requested to be slain and resuscitated. They were killed, but the brothers refrained from resuscitating.
Shibalba, I'm pretty sure that's totally what I said before, and I'm not gonna say otherwise. That's gonna be my story, and that's what I'm sticking to. So our happiness is still low, and our gold output is negative 12. So let's go ahead and grab. This got 2 production, 2 science, 1 happiness. So let's grab that, and then once this galley finishes producing, we can start production of the whatever it was that increased our happiness that I've totally forgot the name of. And we will continue our scouting operations. Catherine the Great has declared war on Xerxes. Finally, Catherine the Great's actually making 10 gold per turn. She's rolling in that gold. Jalaw, that's totally what I meant to say. Sure. So actually, I'm gonna quit that. I'm gonna keep this galley in between our capital just for easy access to defend Tikal if necessary, and then we're gonna explore the coastline with this galley since it's already over here, and we can get the merchant over here to Artem. That does build a road, and I believe that allows some more resources in our empire. Okay, those are empire resources, right? So still -5 happiness. That Jalaw is definitely going to help out with that, but it's not going to bring it down to a level where happiness is going to be a positive number. So we're going to have to build another trade route with another civilization. This just looks like a barren wasteland down here. There's no wonder Catherine's only making like 10 gold per turn. There's nothing around her.
Ships at a distance have.
Philosophers drive sticks into the ground and measure their shadow. All across the world, they say, others are doing the same and finding different results. Some say the likely shape of the world is a cylinder. Others claim it is round, like an orange. Must be cylinder for a 37 culture, round for 37 science, or sunrise and the sets only here for 75 happiness. You know we're going to go with the science. And we will get navigation. Again, it's probably going to be our best option here. Actually, we could get the wheel so we can build a villa. I think that's going to be our next option. Let's grab that garden. We can throw it there. Okay, we're still quite significantly ahead in our science. Just making sure that we had. I swear, I'm not going to do it. It's not happening to me again. Vulcini is not claiming me as its victim for a second time. Catherine the Great has finished constructing wonders. I knew it. I knew it. See, this is why I didn't go over there. As the newly built Uabil Kuhai rises above the city, the people gather for their first ceremony within its walls, bearing sacred creations as gift for the gods. The high priest will choose to carry the one that most honors them. So a jade avian deity clutching its chest for 225 culture, or a ceramic fertility god emerging from an ear of maize for 450 happiness. You know, that's a lot of happiness. Let's go with that. So that brings the Jalo brings us up to -2. So let's grab a lighthouse just to push that gold production up. And once again, continue our scouting missions around here. Hatspusset has done a great library, or done part of the Great Library quest line, so we may need to actually speed things up on that a little bit more. So we got 11 food, 10 production, so if we could have one that's a little bit of both, that would be great, but there isn't. Let's grab that for the science and plan to expand our borders of TCal out a little bit more that way. We're going to keep grabbing the food. We do have another social policy. Miracle of Twins, all units gain the poison ability +3 combat strength against wounded units. I'm not sure that one, since we don't have too many more science buildings left this age, I'm not sure that social policy is going to be the best for us. +2 gold, maybe not as far as our gold output currently. +46. Probably could have just closed this menu and saw it a little better, but we like to make things difficult for ourselves. Or +25% food. Let's go with the gold. Or not, let's accidentally hit independent barriers. Let's go with the gold. Okay, we can't go much further down there since we don't have open borders with Catherine. Is Catherine going to accept our open borders? Oh, she does. What a pal. No. I believe we should be out of range if that volcano erupts again. But if it does erupt and we're not out of range and it kills our Jaguar Slayer, we are uninstalling. Okay, we're good. We're on volcano watch there for a second. Oh, look at this. This is nice. Was that a wonder? What wonder is it? Is it not gonna tell me? Did it tell me? I don't know if it says or not. If it did, then I'm completely blind and probably should have caught it.
Even a great carpenter does not abandon his string.
So we grabbed the wheel. What are we gonna go for next? Right, navigation 2 might be our best option. Get that increased food on the food buildings. We can get a villa for 3 happiness, 2 influence, so that kills 2 birds with 1 stone. That would still take us down to -1 happiness, though. But I suppose -1 happiness is better than the -5 it's been on for Lord knows how many turns at this point. Hoping Xerxes moves his Immortal out of that spot so we can put our Jaguar Slayer in there. He does. And then we can do that plus sight range. Okay, there's his capital, but Parsa. with 15 populate. Oh, he's bigger than back is. Catherine wants a cultural exchange. Sure. Has Catherine the Great only got one city? Is she doing a one city challenge at this point? Okay, so I'm gonna wrap my army commander around Chengel, and then I'm gonna bring him back over here towards our main empire. We may have to cut through Catherine, and then up through that stretch that we came down on. So now we're revealed where Xerxes' capital is. We are going to move our Jaguar Slayer over there, and then we can explore this part of the map with our Jaguar Slayers. But we are going to leave this episode here. We didn't do too much in this episode. It's more of a logistical episode in terms of turning Calakmul into a city and starting production on eventually getting the library and the academy so we can continue our legacy path for Great Library 6. I really appreciate everybody watching. This has been Scott Venom. This is our Benjamin Franklin Science victory. Hopefully victory this time playthrough and not another defeat. I appreciate everyone watching. I'll see everyone in the next one.